Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for being here. My name is Andrew, coming to you from beautiful Costa Rica. Today's topic is going to be living in the moment. Think about that for a minute. Guys, if you like the content, please subscribe. Living in the moment, this is something that I mention on the channel frequently, and it takes practice, it takes dedication, it takes self-knowledge, self-awareness to do this. And living in the moment is for you who's watching this video. And again, thank you very much for being here. Specifically after you have healed from narcissistic abuse. And I'm going to dig into that in a moment. The point is this: if the relationship ended for you recently, and or if you're still in the toxic narcissistic relationship, you can practice this, but it will be a little more difficult because you're still in the fire. You're still experiencing the toxic energy of the narcissist. I'm not saying you can't practice what I'm about to share with you, but I'm saying that my hope is that you are focusing on getting yourself out of that toxic environment and bettering yourself. But you can practice it. So, living in the moment, what this means is, when you are, like right now, you're watching me create this video. And again, thank you for being here. My point is, but you are watching me or you're listening to me. But the point is you're connecting with me. You're not listening to some other music in the background while you're watching this video, or you're not doing anything else. At least that's my hope. You're staying focused on this exact moment in time, which is where you're meant to be with me right now, listening to this video or watching it. But why I'm mentioning this is because many people, not just with narcissistic relationships, but with things in general, like a loss of a loved one, or something that happened traumatic to you when you were younger, or maybe recently. But many people, what they do is they get stuck in the past. Now, what this means is it means they can't get over it. They can't allow themselves to move forward because each and every morning when they wake up, they're stuck in the past. And this is not a healthy way to live. I know that some of you are experiencing this. To be fair, I used to experience it myself. No longer do I do so. I now live in the moment, in this exact moment right here, right now with you. That's exactly what I do with everything. And I'm going to give you a great example about this. But if you're living in the past, like let's say you wake up every morning and you do the same routine over and over again, you brush your teeth with the same hand, you drink out of the same cup of coffee, and then maybe you're grieving or thinking about a loss. Let's just say it's any loss or something that happened to you in the past. And if you do this over and over and over again, it becomes a routine, and that becomes who you are. It becomes part of your personality, and you can't move forward because you're always drained. You're thinking about this thing that happened in the past. Again, it could be a narcissistic relationship or not. It doesn't really matter. What matters is if you can't forgive yourself or heal from that trauma or whatever happened to you in the past, then you cannot move forward. You simply can't do it. Another thing I want to let you know about is if you're living in the future. If you're saying to yourself, what if? What if this happens? What if that happens? What if they do this? What if I do? If you do that and you're living in the future, again, you're not living in the present moment. And I'm strongly suggesting don't worry about the future. Don't think about the future in that capacity. Don't live in the future. Why? Because first of all, the future may never come. We're not guaranteed to be here on this planet. You're guaranteed to be here with me right now. And as far as tomorrow morning goes, we don't know. I may not be here. No, who knows what people will be. That's why you need to live in the present moment. You need to focus on the here and now. But living in the future or living in the past, that prohibits you from living in the present moment, because when you're living in the past, you're always thinking about something that happened in the past, and you can't change the past, and you can't control the future. What you can control is the here and now, and you can control what you can control, which means your actions, the decisions you make to make your future brighter. But you certainly can't change the past. And you shouldn't be living in the past or the future. You need to be living in the present moment. Now, why I said all that is because when you are focused on whatever you're doing at any moment in time, my hope is you're doing it to the best of your ability. Again, prime example is me creating this video. I'm watching you right now. I'm looking at you, sending you all my abundance and love and positive energy to you through this video. But I'm focused on this. I'm not focused on what I'm going to be doing in an hour. I'm not focused on what I did this morning, because I already did what I did this morning, and I have a great idea what I'll be doing in the afternoon, but I am present here. And also, when you're present in the moment, what it does for you, it allows you to take your energy and focus on something specifically, to give all of your positive energy and your aura to somebody, someone, something, or an event by creating something or just being present. So let's take another example. Let's say that you are having a conversation with somebody. And by the way, if you're at work today, I hope you watch this video during work. Good job, good job. But if let's say that you're at work and you're having lunch, and you're going to grab lunch with somebody else, and you go sit down, you talk, and this is just a person, doesn't matter who they are, and you're telling them a story or something, and they're kind of tuned out. They don't have to be on their cell phone, but maybe they're looking around the room, or maybe they're looking at the menu and giving you like, yeah, oh wow, yeah. Well, that means that person's tuned out. And if they're not making eye contact with you, that's another way to let you know that they're tuned out. Maybe, what you want to be doing with anything you do in life is giving it your all and living in the moment. So an example again would be when you're at work. My hope is that you're working on whatever goals you're supposed to be doing, or tasks, jobs, objectives, and you're doing it to the best of your ability. Same thing when you're with your family or friends. Like if you are, let's say it's the weekend, and you're going to take your family to the beach, for example. Well, don't be reading work emails and smothering yourself with a mountain of work no, you should be in the present moment with your family, enjoying the beach, living life, having fun, and get to your work emails on Monday. That's what you do. No matter what the boss says, it doesn't matter. That your time is your time. And remember, for me, time is the most precious and valuable commodity we have on this planet. I stand by it. I believe it. I always have and I always will. It's not gold or money or property. It's time. And what you do with your time, my hope is you're benefiting yourself and those loved ones around you. That's what you should be doing. But getting back on track, living in the present moment, it's huge. It takes practice to do this, because many times you will catch yourself, and please pay attention to this, you will catch yourself doing something, and then maybe you kind of, I don't like to use this word, but I'm going to, maybe you kind of space out a little bit, and you kind of disconnect from what your focus is, and then you catch yourself, whoa, hey, I need to get back on. That happens. That's natural. That's what people do. But the more you practice living in the present moment, the less you will do that. And the more natural it becomes, the easier it becomes. And once you master this, and you can, believe me, you can if you practice, and you practice living in the present moment, you can master this. And if you do, you will be so enlightened and so empowered. You will drown out and tune out all the noise. And I'm going to give you an illustration of this right now. But you will tune everything out because you're so focused on what you're doing on and being within your own energy. It's amazing when you do this. Here's a prime example. Earlier today, I was with my trainer exercising, rehabilitating my knees. As you know, I had some knee surgeries in the past, and I'm getting stronger. It's like the healing path. It's not linear, but today was a good day. So, and I'm fine. So I'm fine. But I was exercising in the pool, being pushed very hard for my abilities right now, and I was doing an exercise that was really difficult for me. It would probably be simple for you, but it was difficult for me. And I was focused, like laser focused on it, and it hurt. But I did it. I accomplished it. And then as I was finishing the exercise, it dawned on me that around me are these huge moving machines. Like they're moving boulders around where I live. They're clearing out this ravine or small river, you would call it. And they're clearing it out. And these machines are huge and they're loud. Picture like a construction site, something like that, when they're building a house. You know how there's noise all around you all the time? And that's what it sounded like to me when I was exercising at the pool today. But I didn't even realize it until the very end, when the hardest exercise I was doing, when I was focusing on that. And then I was like, wow, there's actually machines around here. And I tuned them out. The why I'm telling you that example is because number one, it just happened to be. But number two, I was at that pool exercising for over an hour, focused on everything I was told to do to the best of my ability to rehabilitate my knees. And yes, I saw the machines when I first got there, but I didn't hear them move one rock the whole time. It wasn't until the very end of my exercise I was like, wow, other people may be at this exact same pool doing something else, and they may say, wow, those machines are so noisy, like I can't be here, I don't want to be here, because they're focusing their attention on the moving machines that are moving boulders. They're not focusing on themselves and living in the present moment. It's a real life example. It just happened a few hours ago, and it really hit me. I was like, wow, Andrew, you have mastered this. This is really amazing, because it's true, I have, and I'm grateful to have been able to do that. So living in the present moment, it's a prime example of how to do that. It's drowning out the noise. It's drowning out all the nonsense. It's focusing on what you're focusing on. And believe me, when you do this, you will accomplish so many things. It's remarkable. Doors will open up for you, and your focus on whatever you're doing, the goals will be accomplished. They will. Because what you're doing is you're focusing on something that's important to you. You're not focusing on what's important to somebody else. And you're just naturally, when you master this, when you practice it, you just drown out the noise, and you don't give it your attention. And what I mentioned to you a moment ago is a real illustration of what I'm describing to you. So live in the present moment. Don't live in the past. Don't live in the future. You can't control the future. You can't change the past. You can only focus on this time right here, right now with me. Guys, that's the video. I hope you liked it. I loved doing it from beautiful Costa Rica. This is Andrew. Namaste. Have a great afternoon. Stay blessed, stay true, stay on the path. Continue to become awakened and aware. I will shoot another video today. I'm going to shoot 2. So I hope you guys enjoy these and share them and continue to utilize my wisdom and share your wisdom with the community, and we all grow together. That's the idea. That's the plan. That's the hope. That's my dream. God bless you. I love you. Have a great day. If you're at work and you're watching this, I love it. If you're not, even better. Remember, you are loved, you are beautiful, and above all, you are not alone. You are not alone. I love you. Practice living in the moment. It is one of the best tools I can ever provide for you. Once you are healed from the narcissistic relationship, but when you're in the narcissistic relationship, your focus should be doing this if you can, but you have other things to be focusing on, and we know what they are. God bless you. I love you. I'll talk to you in a few hours. Bye.